really fortunate in Pembrokeshire to share our seas with a whole array of marine wildlife. We have internationally important seabird populations in Pembrokeshire, also resident populations of seals and porpoise, whilst our waters are frequently visited by dolphins and even whales. It was because of this, over 10 years ago, Pembrokeshire Coastal Forum helped develop the Pembrokeshire Marine Code. This is a partnership approach that helps minimise disturbance and helps protect the wildlife that lives and also visits our coast. Whilst wildlife tour boat operators and conservationists know about the Pembrokeshire Marine Code, it's really important for us to let the general public and also visitors to the area know about it and about how they can minimise their disturbance when they're here. We do this in a number of ways. We use social media on our websites, but we also have the Marine Code fact sheets, Marine Code maps, and also posters that we display at the slipways around Pembrokeshire. To build on that, we're really excited about our new innovative approach, which hasn't been carried out in Wales before, possibly not the UK. Angus from Tenby Boat Tours are going to tell you more about it.
We were trying to find a way to get our message across to people when we weren't there. We're out there a lot of the time, but sometimes we aren't there. If you've got motorboats or jet skis going too close to these at speed, it's going to scare the wildlife and again have a bad impact. So we were going along last year with on the seal safari boat with our skipper Nolan, and I was having a chat with him. I said, what do you think we can do to get our message across and to try and get some better behaviour out here? And he said, I think we should have buoys at sea with information panels to be a sort of a conscience prick, if you like, so that people approaching these areas will investigate. If they're at sea and there's something there they can see, they're going to paddle up to it, go up to it on their boat, go on their jet ski, it's got writing on it, what's that all about? We should have a look at this. And on there will be information about the wildlife, information how to behave, what to and more importantly what not to do, and it's just there as a reminder. So before you go into that area you're like, oh okay, fair enough, I should listen to that. So we came up with this, and if you've got increased traffic, which we're getting in Pembrokeshire now, which is great, continued disturbances, perhaps the more severe disturbances that happen, if there's more of those coming along, ultimately we don't have the answers, we don't know what will happen, but we know that it's not going to be good. It's not good for the wildlife to be knocked off their perch when they're digesting their food. It's not good for their eggs to be rolled into the sea. None of this is good, and all we're trying to do is make sure that they're there for not just next year or the year after, but for future generations.
Funding and support for this new exciting project, where education is going to play a key role, has come from the Sustainable Development Fund, administered by the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, and also Coastal Cottages of Pembrokeshire. The buoys are due to be deployed in April, and we'll be back in touch then with more information.